Whilst Turkey's most visited city, Istanbul, may get all the tourists, there's something quite special about southeast Turkey which many people miss out on. The history of the southeast region of Turkey goes far beyond what we know in comparison to what we know about the history of Istanbul. Whilst Istanbul is a city enriched and steeped in culture, tradition and history, I just felt almost guilty for not exploring an area of Turkey that was once part of Mesopotamia. After having visited Istanbul on a number of occasions and some of the cities across the Mediterranean coast, we decided to take a road trip across the southeast of Turkey, visiting cities such as Gaziantep, Harran, Mardin and SANLIURFA. Towards the end of our trip, we spent a day in the city SANLIURFA, or Urfa, also known as the City of Prophets. But why is it called City of Prophets? Well, according to Turkish historians, it is believed to be a city in which some major prophets either lived or passed through. I mean, just a little distance from the city, we found what is believed to be tombs of Prophet Ayub and Prophet Ilyas. One such prophet that is tied with the history of this city is the Prophet Ibrahim A.S. While some historians believe he was born and lived in Ur, Iraq, claims have been made that he was also born and raised here. But where exactly? Well, this here is the cave in which it is believed that he was born and also where he lived for a number of years. One of the most standout moments from his life, according to Jewish and Islamic belief, was the incident of the Prophet being thrown or flung into a fire, which then transformed into water. This place is supposedly right here in this city and is known as BALIKLIGOL, which translates into the fish lake. It also goes by the name Pool of Abraham. But why was he flung into the fire in the first place, and where from? Well, here you can see the columns from the SANLIURFA castle from where it is believed he was thrown. The columns are overlooking the lake from a distance and therefore fits with the idea that the incident took place here. Now, the reason for him being thrown into the fire was that the Prophet Ibrahim A.S. opposed the way of King Nimrod at the time and his way of worshipping idols. So, as a form of punishment for violating the idols, a huge pyre was built in the middle of the city and was fueled and burned for a long period of time. The time came for him to be flung into the fire, and as he was tossed, Allah spoke in the Quran and said, "O fire, be cool and safe for Abraham." At that time, the fire instantly transformed into water, and it is believed that the logs transformed into fish. Since then, this lake has been considered sacred along with the carp that swims in the water. It's common practice for visitors and locals to buy fish food and keep the fish well fed, and it's actually really fun to do so, as the fish all start swarming once they realize food is coming their way. Aside from the history and feeding, I just found this place to be peaceful and serene, so ended up just sitting back and watching as life went on. Our road trip across southeast Turkey took us to multiple cities and villages, and if you're interested in seeing more of this seldom visited region of the country, click on the link above or in the description below.